Hi everyone, welcome to your Alchemy Scope. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the macro cycle. So what story is imbuing the energy set for all of us on a collective scale? To do that, I'm pulling up the Sabian symbol for the exact degree point of our new moon in Scorpio that is occurring at 19 degrees Scorpio on November 11th, 11/11/2015. The Sabian symbol is delicious. It is a woman draws away two dark curtains, closing the entrance to a sacred pathway. Now, this one, you don't have to be very intuitive to get the whole message, the whole energy set behind this micro story of this symbol, because these symbols, sometimes only a couple words long, contain great depth of meaning. This particular symbol, a woman drawing away two dark curtains that have been closing the entrance to a sacred pathway, is so self-evident. We are opening our eyes. We are seeing new realities. We are seeing the depths of interdimensions. This is juicy. It's very good. And for it to be occurring on the 11/11 portal, this new moon point, is quite something. So it could be, whether you're a woman or a man listening to this scope, that indeed you feel the energies quite clearly at this point in time as we move forward into, a more evolved self. It's ever evolving. The last couple months have been kind of unprecedented. The next several years will prove to be powerful and shifting. We are not going to recognize the people that we were. A year, even 6 months down the line, we're not going to recognize who we once were. This is a very poignant time. You are moving through a very poignant portal. You are stepping into your power, and in fact, you are drawing away curtains that previously veiled realities. So this is exciting. So let's go ahead and move on to the I Ching and see what your specific sign's microcycle is. Cancer. So let's take a look at the I Ching hexagram that came forward to reflect your particular microcycle, or the energetic theme that's playing out over the course of this Scorpio new moon to Sagittarius new moon cycle. You received number 18, repairing what is spoiled. The two trigrams that make up this particular hexagram are mountain above, wind below. Something has been spoiled, and it is time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, indulgence and corruption grow like weeds in an untended garden. They must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. Eliminating corruption and the sloppiness that often leads to corruption is one of the most ennobling of all human enterprises and can clear the way for fresh new beginnings. Such repair leads to success. The time has come to be lean and efficient. The weeds must be rooted out now before the whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifference, and corruption is not a simple matter. All steps must be evaluated carefully, and planning must precede action. Resist the temptation to strike out prematurely. Gather strength behind you and marshal your inner resources, because arresting decay is no simple matter. When you do act, pay close attention to the process. Make your strike as precise and clear as the path of the surgeon's knife. Cancer, welcome to your December spreads. So let's get started. I have already shuffled my Siri deck, my 144 card custom deck. A note that I have been getting some requests, quite a few requests about, or inquiries about the deck. Do I sell it? And right now this is a one-of deck. It's my own personal, and it's not for mass sale, at least at this point. But I am in the process of making two phenomenal decks, one of which is going to be released shortly, I would say within the next few weeks or so. And then the second one I'm hoping to have done by Christmas time, although I'm not sure if I'm going to make that date or not. So I'll keep you all posted, okay? I've already shuffled. We'll go ahead and pull Cancer. We'll pull the Ascended Master as well as the Carol and Miss Archetype cards. And I'm going to do what I did last month, as we're going to do going forward in some iteration or another. We're going to pull 3 different cards, and I'm going to have you intuit which one is calling you the most. And that's the quality set that's wanting to be matured through you this month. So let's go ahead and pull and see what's coming up for Cancer. A reminder, Cancer, that when I am shuffling, I ask what event, situation, or circumstance is coming forward for at least the majority of Cancer-centric people. Because the shuffles are taking longer, and there is a reason for that, which I'll go into at another time, I am honing my question, and it's I'm really honing it into awakening Cancer-centric people. It wouldn't be surprising if with what's happening, there's a honing of the demographic that we're going to start reaching. So let's go ahead and pull and see what's coming up. Interesting. You have the new birth placement in the same place as Leo. There are some similar themes coming up, actually, between you and Leo here, which is interesting. So, Cancer, let's take a look. And I'm going to turn these cards around. If you've tuned in before, you realize that this particular spread, this synchronic spread, which is based off of a spread, another spread from another deck, really utilizes the reversals to pull additional information on each sector, additional information for the sector. So let's take a look. Well, it's interesting. I mean, there's definitely something about spiritual work. Now, for those of you out there, this is a general reading. This is not going to apply to everybody, but there is something coming up about spiritual-based work, Cancer. And clearly, if you're tuning into the alchemy scopes, you have some inclination, some bent toward this, toward the metaphysical realms. You're comfortable in that realm. You're considering things. You're in a state of potentialities, Cancer, right now. I mean, the center theme for you over the course of this 11-11 to 12-11 cycle is potentialities. You might be considering different options. You're looking at what is possible. There's a sense of ease. There's a sense of ease coming up within you, certainly with comfort in your mind. Your thoughts are going to be revolving around what makes you comfortable, what makes you feel good. This is a couple getting a couple's massage in this card. So this is, Cancer, it could be that you're going to have thoughts about that sort of a thing, by the way. That sort of a retreat. I mean, this is clearly like a retreat. And it's such a rich image of comfort. It's a loving couple. You have the fire in the background. You're getting treated to a massage. You're in nature. It's like an indoor-outdoor setting. It's delicious. So it could be, especially because these are coming up, Cancer, I have to tell you, for some of you out there, it's that you're considering a work in massage. I mean, this is going to, again, a general reading. It's not going to apply to everybody. It could be that you're really considering spiritual work. And it could very well be that it's in the massage field or the bodywork field. It could be Reiki. Could be some sort of energy work or hands-on body work. Very interesting. That could be that for some of you. Emotionally, you're hoping for something new to come that's going to be a new foundation. You know, the trip card is coming up. It could very well be, Cancer, that you are going on some sort of a healing retreat. Some of you out there are going on some trip, some healing retreat, you're going to some hot springs, some spa retreat, some cleansing, maybe a raw food retreat, something like that. But that you're hoping, Cancer, that whatever you're thinking about doing, you are hopeful that it will create some, either that it would give you some impetus or some idea about how it can feed your journey, your next chapter. But something, too, that's going to bring you the foundations of that this new birth, something that comes about on this trip, will bring you perhaps information or ideas that will create new foundations for you. I mean, it could very well be that you're looking to change your work. You want to change your work into something more spiritual based and healing based. Could be healing based work that's spiritually oriented, that you're going on a trip that's maybe you're hoping is going to inspire your next steps. This is very exciting, Cancer. And it's interesting because during this cycle, for a lot of you, it could very well be that you're in a state of ease. You're in a greater sense of ease. Because perhaps some of you are really tuning in to your own truth, to your aligned self, dear Cancer. This feels exciting for me. I feel happy to bring this message forward because it could very well be that you have felt stuck or trapped or not accessing your truth, that you haven't been able to find that alignment of your work in the world, and that you are in fact considering it now. You're really getting real about, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm hopeful for new birth and I'm ready. I'm considering it. I feel more clear. I'm more easy about what my truth is. Cancer, very exciting. Let's see what the, let's go ahead and pull up the 3 Carol and Miss cards. And, you know, depending on what you end up pulling there, it could very well, it will provide more information for us for the spread as well. So again, this is Carol and Mrs. Archetype card deck. And let me shuffle. I imagine that you hear it in the background. We are having a gorgeous, like a wind storm today. So the crows have been active. The trees are blowing. Lots of noise. My chimes have been going all day. It's fabulous. Lots of ionic movement going on out there. Gorgeous day today. Beautiful fall day. All right, so we had some fall out. I'm just going to make note of what they are. Advocate and Seeker have just popped out. I'm not going to pull them, but we'll see if they want to come, okay? So let's see. So for Cancer, three cards for Cancer. Cancer. Okay. Card 1. This one popped out. I'm gonna pull that one. So that's card 2. All right, third card for Cancer. Actually. Okay, Cancer. So tune into those three. See which one draws your eye the most. See which one, you know what? So Seeker has popped out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that out. This wants to be seen. Fabulous. I'm going to keep that out. That's going to be the general Cancer. Seeker is going to be the general message, the general growth edge for you over the course of this month, for all of you watching. Fabulous. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pull. This is Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck. And we'll pull the Master, the general guidance that's coming forward for all of you. Cancer. Okay, Master. What's coming here? Father, husband, brother, son, Osiris. There is something coming up with a significant man in your life. Some situation. I'm going to read it from her book. So a man, now I'm just going to note the colors again. We're here with brown, a very grounded, earthy color. So let's pull up, let's see what she writes, Doreen. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me see if I can do all things at once here. So there's the card. This situation involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships with father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, or other males. This is a perfect time for you to heal and release any old wounds connected with men. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. This clearing process opens the way for healthy relationships with men and with your own male energy, Cancer. That is the guidance for you this month during this cycle, during this powerful 11/11 Scorpio depth truth cycle. Okay, beautiful. So Osiris. So let me read Seeker, Cancer. So this came up for all of you, popping out, wanting to be seen. All right. So Seeker wants you to move out of an inability to commit to a path once found. Now, the center card in your spread was maybe. So it's a consideration card. It's you're not sure, you're not sure, you're not sure, you're not clear. This is about moving out of that, okay? So moving out of inability to commit to a path once found and into a space of thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Truth and alignment came up in your spread. I am just in awe. What a fabulous, perfect maturation quality that wants to come through you this month. Cancer, I hope you're drinking this in. This is very powerful. This is directly aligned with your spread. Fabulous. Okay. So, Cancer, if you picked the far left card, Advocate comes up. Advocate popped out, of course, as well. Oh, I love Spirit so much. I mean, honestly, just stunning. Beautiful. Advocate wants you to move out of embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So I'm going to read that again. Advocate is wanting you, Cancer, to move out of embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. I have a special Cancer in my life who might be watching this video right now, who loves to embrace negative causes. So I want her to hear this. And evolve into. So if you picked Advocate, it's moving out of that and into, inspires you to put compassion into action. Compassion into action versus focusing on the evils of the world and the negative. It's about focusing, it's reversing the focus. It's putting the focus on the healing, the healed, the different vision, the evolved humanity vision. If you picked the center card, Cancer, Pioneer came up for you. Pioneer, beautiful. This is about moving out of a compulsive need to keep moving on. Again, we're coming into that center theme, Cancer, of the maybe, maybe, maybe. This is about compulsive need to keep moving on, never committing, and moving into a state, an evolved state of passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. It's the pioneer, and this is also an innovator. The pioneer is going into new uncharted territory and having the bravery to do that. The commitment also to do that. Cancer, how juicy. Oh my goodness. So for those who picked the last card, Femme Fatale comes up. If you've tuned in before, you might be familiar that Femme Fatale has made several appearances over the course of 2015 for the signs. This is a very common story, a common archetypal growth edge that is wanting to be addressed in 2015. So if you pick this card, Cancer, this is about maturing out of inappropriate use of sensuality and attachment to money and power, and moving it into, evolving it into, highlighting the erotic energy of the feminine, opening your heart when your dependency is rejected. This is all about women stepping into their own self-love, self-honoring, self-respect that is so rooted, that is so deeply known, that the wisdom that you hold is so deeply and unrelentingly and resolutely strong and firm that no matter the rejection that comes up from other, you know you can depend on yourself. You know yourself. You love and honor yourself. So again, highlighting the erotic energy of the feminine, that beautiful erotic energy of the feminine, and opening your heart when dependency upon other is rejected by other. Gorgeous. Cancer, this feels so beautiful for you. Male energy, heal the wounds. Acknowledge them, embrace them, let them in, feel them. They're there, they're valid. Let them, honor them, let them be, and love the younger woman or the little girl that was wounded. And by the way, this is about the men out there as well. This is not just women to heal these relationships. This is also for men to heal their relationship with their fathers, brothers, etc. So there's some big healing to do with regard to the patriarchy. It's a big topic. It's a huge topic. It's massive. It's massive. So certainly with the feminine, but the patriarchy has its own wound story that's very relevant. So for us to heal our relationship with the masculine, the harsh masculine, the dominant masculine, that which is wounded and dismissed the rest of the story is a big deal. So coming to a place of self-love almost immediately dissolves that. Seeker, advocate, pioneer, and femme fatale. This and this certainly are linked, Cancer. There's definitely a commitment, a decision-making, a trust in yourself that's really wanting to get rooted. Move away from the negative and into the positive. Move away from dependency on other and move into dependency on yourself. Move away from not being able to decide and decide. Notice that pioneer and seeker came up right on top of one another too here. Wow, what a spread. So Cancer, let's move on to your final component, the Dakini, and see what's coming up for you there. Cancer. So let's move to the final component of your alchemy scope. Here I pull up the Dakini Goddess using Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. And I do this to bring forward the character, the archetype, the embodiment, who you are to become to optimally move through this month with least effort and optimal flow. You received number 18, Saraswati. Penny writes this about her. She is the river of art, knowledge, and culture, flowing from the air of divine consciousness and into human consciousness. So the foundations of Saraswati is that she is the Hindu goddess of creation. And as such, she represents a prime vibration that's at the root of all sound and all form. So I am going to provide you with two elements here this month. One is the Dakini transmission, and the other is the affirmation for Saraswati. So using the 64 Dakini Oracle by Penny Slinger, let's look here at the transmission for you, Cancer. Saraswati's transmission is this. I am the original vibration, the song of life that plays through all creation. All knowing flows through me as the universal melody, and I, the unstruck sound. The affirmation for Saraswati, Cancer, is this. With Saraswati at my side, I tune in to the source of creation. I see life as art and practice the art of discernment. My intention is pure and being purified. I like the active component at the end of that affirmation for you. The intention is pure and being purified. We are all a process in progress. We are not ever a completed product. So the fact that you are constantly in a state of purification is natural, and I love that. I wish you, Cancer, a beautiful month ahead. Reach out to me if you require assistance or clarity with regard to the stories that reside within you. If you are needing clarity on the toxic patterns or the issues that are at play that are blocking or preventing you from walking your aligned path. The work I do is soul alignment coaching, but it's also wholeness education, the holistic science of living systems. So I bring in various elements for those who desire to learn more about themselves and to move in a greater state of ease and freedom in their life. So I am available. The link for my website is below. If you would like to connect, you can contact me through that link. Have a wonderful month, Cancer. Bye.